Fishermen drifting at sea day and night face the waves, harsh weather and lurking dangers. They wake up at dawn, check their equipment, prepare bait, cast nets, and pull fish onto the deck amid the cold winds that cut through their flesh. Every day is a battle with nature. Sometimes the sea is calm, sometimes storms come, the boat rocks, seawater floods onto the deck. But no one falters. They are used to living with the ocean. Their bodies are calloused, their hands are rough, their eyes always shine with determination. Every trip out to sea, they bring back hundreds of tons of seafood. Each fish, each net is the result of perseverance and endurance, not only relying on human strength. Today, offshore fishing vessels are equipped with modern equipment, from fish-finding radar systems, GPS locators, to automated lines that help harvest, classify, and preserve fish more effectively. Giant cranes pull up each heavy net. The conveyor belt immediately puts the fish into the freezer to keep it fresh. All are operated professionally, helping to optimize productivity while still ensuring quality. But no matter how modern the technology is, the human factor is still the most important. Fishermen not only need skills and experience but also have a strong spirit to face the harsh nature. Each trip to sea is a real adventure. When they do not know what will happen, there are favorable fishing days. Fish are continuously caught in the net, but there are also times when they return empty-handed. Sometimes they also face the risk of being attacked by big fish, or even unexpected accidents in the middle of the vast ocean. But all of that does not discourage them, because they know that this profession brings huge economic value. Every year, the fishing industry contributes billions of dollars to the economy. Not only providing food for the domestic market but also exporting around the world. Rare fish species, sought after in high-end restaurants, are extremely valuable, bringing attractive income to fishermen. Therefore, no matter how difficult it is, they continue to stick to the sea, because it is not only a job, but also a passion, a life that has been attached for generations. The ships just cut through the waves, heading towards rich fishing grounds, where giant schools of fish are moving. Each wave hitting the side of the boat is like a melody of the ocean, both fierce and familiar to those who have spent their lives on the water. Fishing is never easy, because in addition to facing the harsh conditions of nature, fishermen also have to calculate accurately to be able to find the largest school of fish, achieving the highest yield on each trip. The success of a fishing trip depends largely on the experience and judgment of the captain. They must closely monitor the fish-finding systems, grasp the ocean currents, and determine the location of the fish school. Modern fishing vessels today are equipped with sonar systems to detect fish under the sea, combined with data from satellites to help the captain find areas with the highest fish density. Whenever a large school of fish is detected, the entire crew will be ready. The net is lowered, the giant enclosure gradually closes, and when the net is full, the cranes begin to pull each heavy net onto the deck. The large fish, weighing tens of kilograms, swam in the light of the ship's lights, creating an extremely magnificent scene. After the fish are brought onto the ship, the sorting and processing process begins immediately to ensure freshness. Fishermen will quickly separate each type of fish. Large and valuable fish will be kept in cold storage, while smaller fish will be processed and preserved using a quick freezing system. This helps to maintain maximum quality of the fish, ensuring that when it reaches the market it will meet the highest standards. Modern ships are also equipped with onboard processing lines, helping to cut and fillet fish immediately after catching, creating products ready for export without having to go through factories on land. Although technology is increasingly advanced, fishing is still a challenging job. Fishermen have to work continuously for many hours, sometimes without time to rest. At sea, time is more precious than ever, because every minute of delay can affect the entire fishing trip. But it is these difficulties that create a strong spirit of solidarity among the crew. They work together, help each other, share meals and stories during short breaks. For them, the boat is not only a workplace, but also a second home, where they bond like a family. Each fishing trip can last from a few days to a few weeks. Even a month, depending on the sea conditions and the catch. When the hold is full of fish, the captain will order to return to shore. The days of returning are always the happiest moments, when they know that their efforts have been paid off. Paid back. Bustling fishing ports await them. Refrigerated trucks are ready to transport fish everywhere, bringing income not only to fishermen but also to thousands of workers in the seafood processing industry. However, fishing is not always favorable. The risk of crop failure, fluctuating fish prices, rising fuel costs, or even changes in fisheries resource management policies can affect fishermen's income. But with a resilient spirit, they still persevere at sea, because they understand that the ocean is not only a source of life, but also a pride, a tradition that they want to preserve for future generations. Stories about life at sea are not only beautiful footage of majestic nature, but also proof of extraordinary human willpower. Boats continue to set sail. Sails still fill with wind, and fishermen still work hard, bringing back precious gifts from the ocean, contributing to enriching their homeland and country. After a long journey at sea, the ships now set sail back to port. The bustling atmosphere of the fishing port appears from afar, with refrigerated trucks lined up waiting to receive the freshest catches of fish. The voices of people calling each other, the sound of crane engines, and the noise of machinery all blend together to create a lively scene of the seafood industry. When the ships dock, the full fish crates are quickly transported ashore, ready to be taken to processing plants or transported directly to wholesale markets. Seafood buyers stand to carefully observe each batch of fish, selecting the largest and freshest fish to bring to high-end markets. Fish with large sizes, beautiful colors, shiny skin, and firm meat are often paid very high prices. On the contrary, smaller or lower quality fish will be used as raw materials for deep processing, creating products such as frozen fish, canned fish, or even fish meal for the animal feed industry. Inside seafood processing plants near the port, workers work tirelessly to promptly process the huge amount of fish that has just arrived. Large fish are put on automatic lines, going through the stages of cleaning, cutting, deboning and packaging. Modern technology helps this process take place quickly, ensuring the highest quality products when they reach consumers. Some rare fish species, such as bluefin tuna or wild salmon, will be processed with special methods for export to demanding markets such as Japan, the US and Europe. Not only fish, other seafood such as squid, Shrimp, crab and swimming crab are also processed immediately after arriving at the port. Fresh squid are split, cleaned and dried or frozen for long-term preservation. Lobsters are sorted by size. Some will be kept alive to sell to luxury restaurants, while the rest will be steamed, peeled and packaged. Crabs and crabs also go through a similar processing process, ensuring that they retain their freshest flavor before reaching customers. Although this job brings a stable source of income, it also comes with many difficulties. Fishermen often have to deal with changes in the market, when fish prices can fluctuate. At some points, despite catching a large quantity, the purchase price is too low, making them almost unprofitable. On the contrary, when the supply is scarce, fish prices can increase, but fishermen cannot always go to sea at the right time to benefit. This is a difficult problem that those working at sea must always calculate carefully. In addition to market factors, weather conditions are also a big challenge. Unexpected storms and strong monsoons can disrupt the journey of fishing boats, forcing fishermen to return to shore earlier than expected. There are even cases where they suffer great losses when their boats are damaged. Their nets are torn, or they lose their entire catch due to rough seas. However, despite these risks, fishermen are not discouraged. For them, the sea is not only a place to make a living but also a passion. A family tradition passed down from generation to generation. Children who grow up in fishing families are often familiar with a drifting life from a young age. They follow their fathers out to sea, learn how to steer the boat, cast nets, and pull in fish. When they grow up, many of them continue their family's legacy, becoming strong, weather-beaten fishermen. Although there are many other options to leave the sea, many people still decide to stick with the profession. Because they understand that nothing compares to the feeling of freedom when mastering a boat in the middle of the vast ocean. In recent years, the fishing industry has also undergone many significant changes. Governments of countries, especially those with developed fisheries industries such as the US, Japan, and South Korea, have introduced many strict management policies to protect fishery resources and the marine environment. Fishermen are forced to comply with strict regulations on fishing quotas, net sizes, as well as no fishing zones to avoid overfishing. Many companies are also investing in sustainable aquaculture models, helping to reduce pressure on wild fish stocks and ensure the long-term development of the fisheries industry. However, despite many measures being put in place, overfishing remains a major concern. In some sea areas, fish stocks have declined significantly due to overfishing. Many valuable fish species, such as bluefin tuna and wild salmon, are at risk of depletion if timely protection measures are not taken. Therefore, balancing economic needs and protecting marine ecosystems is becoming a difficult problem for managers and fishermen. Despite many challenges, the fisheries industry still plays an important role in the global economy. Fishermen still stick to the sea day and night. Overcoming the waves and winds to bring home valuable seafood resources. They are not only resource exploiters, but also ocean protectors, preserving a precious part of humanity's natural heritage. Ships continue to set sail, carrying the hopes and determination of people who have spent their lives at sea. And no matter what the future holds, they will still be pioneers, conquering the ocean, nurturing the fisheries industry, and contributing to the development of the country. On the ships that plow the waves, the lives of fishermen continue to take place in a blend of hardship and joy. They are accustomed to long nights in the vast ocean, with only the sound of the ship's engine, the sound of the waves, and the starry sky as companions. Hasty sleeps, simple meals right on the deck, are all an indispensable part of the life of a seafarer. Every trip to sea, whether short or long, carries with it many expectations. When the nets are cast, everyone looks forward to a big catch, a bountiful season, but sometimes, the sea is not as generous as they expected. There are days when they cast their nets and catch very little. So little that it is not enough to cover the cost of fuel and labor. At times like that, disappointment is evident on the faces of each fisherman, but they do not give up. They persevere, change their fishing locations, change their tactics, hoping that luck will smile on them the next time they cast their nets. In addition to their main job of catching seafood, the crew on the boat also has to take on many other tasks. Some check the equipment, maintain the engine, others cook, clean the deck, and arrange the fish hold. The work never stops, even when the boat is not moving. When a big fish is hooked, everyone will quickly join forces to pull it up. If it is a giant bluefin tuna, the handling requires high technology to ensure the best quality of the fish meat. Every step, from killing fish, preserving, to transporting, must strictly follow standards to ensure the highest value of the product when it reaches shore. Life at sea is not only about work but also about happy moments. Bonding between crew members, life stories, happy and sad memories are shared during breaks. Sometimes, they sing and tell jokes together to forget their fatigue. Some crew members bring small fishing rods, taking advantage of their free time to fish right on the deck to improve their meals. The fish caught can be grilled on the spot, creating a simple meal but full of the flavor of the ocean. However, the sea trip is not always smooth. Unexpected storms can turn the journey dangerous. When the wind picks up, the waves start to get rough. The crew must quickly collect the nets, fix everything on the ship to avoid damage. Storms can last for hours, even days, forcing ships to stop moving, drifting in the middle of the ocean in a tense wait. At times like these, the captain's experience and calmness are the deciding factors for the safety of the entire crew. A wrong decision can cause the ship to run aground, be damaged, or even have a